Hello everyone and welcome to Delirious Demo episode 11. Today I'll be playing Waveform, which is a game which I saw with on a few other channels. I don't know if you know it, but I for one follow Total Biscuit, and he challenged everyone to play this one. And I looked it up and I saw that there was a demo of it, so I downloaded it. Now the game is available on Steam for €5.50, and there is one DLC for it which is called Waveform Errors, and it costs €1, so it's really cheap. It's an indie game. It was released March 20 this year, and yeah, you have some options. They are in the launcher, so I can't really show them, but we'll just play for a bit. We have some more options, I see. Of course, these bottom two are also in the launcher, but of course nothing wrong with it. So let's increase the sensitivity a bit. As far as I know, you need to play the game with your mouse completely, and if you want to do a lot with your mouse, it's always smart to just increase the sensitivity a bit. You don't need to go to 2 times the normal sensitivity. You probably won't be able to handle it. You'll shoot all over the game, but a bit quicker than normal you can usually handle. So let's make myself a profile. So as you can see, it's really easy to just make a profile. We have some achievements. No clue what you need to do for them, but we'll be able to start playing right here. I have no idea what we can do with this demo. We'll just start. So let's see. The wavelength is the horizontal movement, up down is the amplitude, and we can do them both at once. I'm probably going to have to do it instinctual, at least for a bit, seeing as I don't really know what I'm doing. So Total Biscuit challenged us to commentate while still playing the game, which of course is more than hard enough, but yeah, he challenged us to do it, and I'm intending to take the challenge, only I'm going to do it right from the bat, which is totally insane to be honest, but hey, I still was planning to do a demo, so might just as well make it a fun challenge. So as you can see, you really need to adjust a lot, and it takes a bit of getting used to. If you're a bit good at it, then you will be able to do this instinctual. I mean, it might be a really fun game, but it's still a challenge it's still a challenge to be able to do everything just right. It's not your normal controls, so it's really hard getting used to them, but we'll handle. So let's see, one final wave and trying to finish in the middle. So as you can see, I had 3 of the 5 speeds, so I'm not that slow. I got 50%. I'm not. It's a few weeks back that I saw the video, so I'm not so sure how well he did, but Let's see if I can even improve my own score. So if you get all the lights in a sequence, you'll get some more speed. So seeing as I got 2 speed, that wasn't really that bad. Okay, so now we will get black things, which are, of course, never a good thing. But in this case it's antimatter. Something which we really don't want to have. One thing which I noticed is that they have really, well, it's not really that difficult of a design. It's quite a beautiful design nonetheless. They give you a little HUD, which of course is not that big of a thing to do when you have almost nothing in the game. Except one track which you need to complete. So I have to admit it's really a fun but hard game. If I'm honest. Ouch. That was not really the intention. So you really need to change a lot of directions. You can be really glad if your wavelength is correct for one such for an entire series of lights, because usually you can't even make one series without adjusting, which can get quite annoying at times, but then again it's part of the game, so you'll just have to suck it up. And we just managed to get our first achievement. Wow, that's really not that bad. So let's look at our achievement. So let's take a look at our achievements. So we can see a few. Of course, the top one we don't have. I mean, no punch chewing level, not gonna happen. Warping through a portal. There are a few of the easy ones. So you need to get maximum speed, you need to get 100%, you need to complete this galaxy, and you need to collect no punch chewing level. Those are the things which you can do in here. So that is one of the new things. Really strange to get, to be honest. Well, I have to admit, he gave us the challenge, and it's really hard one. I thought it would be a bit more not that easy, but normally these kind of games really suit me and I'm really good at them. But even I have a lot of trouble navigating this while still commentating on my actions. Then again, I'm also still learning how to commentate while playing, which is something I still don't fully am able to do without getting distracted a lot. But hey, it's why I'm a starting YouTuber and not someone who's been busy for years. So I must say I really like the game so far. I'm not sure if I would really complete it. I mean, it's a fun thing, but that's just it. It's a thing. It's not really something which you can play indefinitely without driving yourself completely bonkers. But it's a really good game, and really should try to get someone to do this while he's drunk. Should be a laugh. At least. Need to remind myself I need to stay sober when I'm doing that. Just to see how funny it should be. I'm guessing I did really well this level. Oh, we even got a new achievement. Well, the 100% I believe. I'm not sure it's just enough. So, the stars which we are getting at the moment, we need to have them to complete the levels. Which of course is kinda normal, but apparently we have to unlock new levels using our stars. Alright, I've seen about this. This is a level in which light is disordered. So the story is a bit that you are, I believe you're a molecule or something and you need to collect light. I'm not entirely sure. But as you can see, we are on a plane in which light is a bit distorted. Of course, also meaning that everything that we see is good enough to get many people to trip out. Yes, I read it correctly. This is a wave of light. So we're a light wave and everything that we collect are light particles, if I'm correct. Which, like I said, is really fun to be able to do once you get the hang of it. It also reflects it by giving you light whenever you manage to get a lot of these. So, like I said, some things are really hard in this. The last level I didn't think was that hard in comparison, but when you get a bit better you gain a lot of speed, and to be honest, the harder it goes, the more difficult it becomes. But I think I did alright. Like I said, I think I did alright. So let's see if we can manage to wrap this episode up. To be honest, I have no idea what... the entire demo is. But I'm guessing it's just this system. So let's do one more level, and if I can't see the end of it, then we'll conclude the episode. But of course, this is one of those demos which gives me a lot to do, a lot of play value, so that I can't really end it within half an hour, Seeing as I usually make episodes of about 30-45 minutes, but sometimes I find some demos which don't have enough, have more than enough play value to surpass that. And I'm guessing that this is one of those games which greatly surpasses it. Which is of course a good thing, seeing as when you play a demo you really want to be able to try out the game and... Oh boy. This is not a good thing. So my PC got stuck for a bit, don't know why. Look to it after the episode. But as I was saying, you really wanna be able to get to see if you get your money's value whenever you play a demo. And I must say, this game's demo is more than enough to be able to see if you really wanna buy it. I mean, I'm already playing for, what is it, half an hour? And I'm still totally playing the levels. I mean, we're only doing Pluto at the moment, but even then, we already did 5 levels, 4 levels and 1 bonus level, so might just get to be a bit insane still going on without doing anything. So I'm guessing that I really need to play out entirety of Pluto. Oh, I only played for 50 minutes. Well, in that case I'll... Felt a bit longer, to be honest. But then again, there are worse things in life. So let's get this one, and we're off to a good start. So like I said, I thought I was playing for much longer than this. Isn't the case, so I'll still try to get the entire demo done. Like I said, I'm guessing that it's like I said, I'm guessing that it's just Pluto that I'll be able to play, and I'm hanging again. Something's really wrong. But if I'll only be able to play Pluto, then I only need a few more levels, so still quite fun for a demo. Wow, that was quite strange. But anyway, like I said, the game isn't really that expensive. It's only a few bucks on Steam or euros, whatever you want. Oh, one of the biggest disadvantages of the game, I must add, is that you have to keep a hold of your left mouse button. If you don't do it, you won't change anything, and seeing as you have to change everything all the time, it's not really that fun, and you need to keep holding it down just to be able to do it. So I can understand that they built something like it in, but I would have built it as a switch, like one click is you can change and another click is you loosen up and you can freely move the mouse. Oh, this is something which I didn't notice. So I increase in size. Yeah, and now I noticed. So whenever you get a wing, you get a multiplier, which is of course a good thing. You get kind of an extra life to be able to survive running into dark matter, but you also grow in size, which makes running into dark matter that much easier. So more score, more safety, but easier to hit stuff. Oh boy. Really something must be up. Like I said, I'll check after the episode. I'm afraid I can't look into it right now. I would love to be able to fix it before I get any more video material which looks strange, but can't be helped at the moment. Oh. Wow, those are some really strange ones. I usually get those arcs really well, but to be honest, these are a bit strange, so it's a bit harder to be able to do anything like it. Well, at least we get some percentages. So let's see. Wow, these ones are really hard. Like I said, once you get into it, it's quite a good game, but the moment you lose your focus or you get a bit disoriented, it's really hard to get back into it. So let's go on to the last level of Pluto. So the bonus level which I just did is available as of 20 stars, but seeing as I did well enough, I mean, no, I didn't get 20 before. Well, anyway, I managed to complete enough to be able to play it, which is always a good thing. So let's do the last level of Pluto, and then I hope I finish the demo, because my hand is falling asleep from holding the left mouse button pressed all the time. Like I said, it's really a bit of an annoyance that they didn't do anything about it, seeing as it's really hard to keep it pressed. I mean, I do a lot with my computer, so I'm used to doing enough to know all the techniques to resist this kind of stuff, but I'm just not used to keeping my mouse button pressed all the time. So we're getting a bit more variation in how everything is placed, so we really need to challenge ourselves, which of course is a good thing just before we get to a new level, or a new set of levels I must say, because otherwise you have a bit of trouble with getting your skills right, which would make the next set of levels suck because you wouldn't be able to do anything. So it's really important that you keep up the skills you have and to continuously improve yourself, at least as far as these things go. Oh bloody hell. Alright, so in the last level you get a nice waveform, which is a kind of a boss. And I must say that was really cool to watch, but it also ended the demo. And as you can see, you get all kinds of new stuff in the next sets of levels. You get different colors which you need to activate on the stuff. You get different enemies, but of course you need to get the full version to be able to do that. So yeah, now I played more than enough. So I managed to at least show you the end of the demo. I must say I really like the game. I'm a bit disappointed that you really have to keep pressing left mouse button. You only use the mouse, so if you could switch it on and off or something like that, it would be much easier to keep playing. But it's quite a unique game, and yeah, I really look forward to playing this some more, so might just be able to get it. Like I said, it's not really that expensive, it's just €5.50 at the moment, probably also $5.50. Worst case scenario, it's something like $8, and downloadable content is also €1. I don't know what you get exactly. I know you get some extra levels and stuff with some new techniques in the game, but I don't even know enough about the game itself to comment on the differences, so let's leave it at that. Well, if you have any questions, you can send them to YouTube at helldrive.com. If you're watching on YouTube, you can find a link to the blog post in the description below. And I'll see you guys next week.